This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Washington. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Check, man. 70, 65.
And Walker now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
I'll tell you what, partner, let me go nostalgic here for a moment. You just don't see fullbacks use as weapons like we're seeing right now. Just think about 20 years ago. You had guys like Mike Allstott, Tom Rathman, Moose Johnston in Dallas. Now, it's almost something you never see. Throwing it to the fullback and letting him make a big play.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll early, chip away at their timing. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Walker. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Brissett eluding the pressure right. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. And now the punter, Truzz, as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick it.
Walker hit and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Taken at about the 36. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A give up the middle to Gibson. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want me to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Truzz way on 4th down is sent out to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big Lion. Hurry, hurry.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Walker. Open man, it's Scott, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Walker. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Tunyon's got it on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Walker hitting the ball is out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done, that they'll go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now Brissett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down Bears.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Option play, and Walker's going to run with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Walker. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now Walker. That's complete right around the 8. And And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Bears. Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 31. Commanders 21. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make...
There he goes, right side. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He'll find more on the comeback route. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A first down throw for Walker. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, a second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Walker. There's Mooney with another catch. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defense are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check that. Street.
To throw is Walker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's up to the 43. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Brissett now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw is Brissett. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Truzz now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Room here to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Walker. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
A give running right, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
They begin with Henry. 77 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
First down, Walker. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Brissett. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here, he's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Walker's throw there, complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Bears! Jarnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And And that'll increase their lead to 28.
The score, Bears 56, Commanders 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 63, Commanders 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he loses the football a second time. Oh, and one of the linemen. He's got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Play action now. Brissett. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check. Go.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. From the gun, here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And working out of the gun here, Walker. Open man, it's Scott, complete.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake, Walker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Here's Howell.
And he finds McLaurin. Now he's free at the 35. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Howell throwing for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to run now. Down the right sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult